Good morning. My name is Vivian Stewart. During the summer, I had an opportunity to present a workshop during Summer Institute entitled Why Go Anyplace Else? What I shared with the participants was that the library had new resources and new services that were currently available to them, so I shared this with them. So the first thing that I asked everyone to do was to open their browser and to go to the library's homepage. So we're starting out at www.southwest.tn.edu/library. Now, I would like to share with you the things that I shared with them, but I will not be performing all of the searches that we did on that day. Now, the first new resource that I shared with them was an upgrade to our online catalog. So I asked everyone to think of a search term and to perform a search where it says search the library catalog. And I simply want to use the term nutrition. So now I will click on search. And I am waiting for my results. So traditionally, we would have a listing of the various books that we actually have, but the new upgrade to this is that now a student can find articles. So there are 9 additional databases that are listed over to the side, which will allow a student to actually find articles while they are here. So they have an opportunity to select one of the databases, or they can simply select under format where they want peer-reviewed articles or downloadable articles. And the majority of these are full text articles. So the upgrade allows a student to just come to one place and be able to find everything that they need. Now I am clicking on the blue cat, which allows me to go back. And next we went to Ask a Librarian. And the first thing that I pointed out is that we now have something entitled a research coach. And there is a form that is available. So if ever students need help from a librarian conducting research for a research paper, they can simply come here and submit this form, and a librarian will be scheduled to work with them individually. Now, we will not be assisting them with actually writing their paper, but we are assisting them with the research portion of it. So this is something new that we have. I'm clicking on my left arrow to go back. And further down this page, a new addition to RefChat is that students can now send us a text. So that our number is 901-310-3889. So the one good thing about sending us a text is that if we are not available online, the text will stay parked, and as soon as we log back in, the text will be there and we will be able to respond. So our service hours are listed for texting. Further down on this page, there is something entitled Embedded. So there are 2 librarians that are embedded in all of the online classes to assist the faculty and students during the semester. And we will be answering questions, and then we will also offer suggestions throughout the semester if we think that there's a resource that someone is not aware of that may be helpful. There's one librarian that will monitor this throughout the day, and another librarian will monitor it after hours. So just be assured that if a question is sent over the weekend, that someone will respond to it. I am simply scrolling up, and I'm going back to the library's homepage. And next we're moving over to our widget, and we're going to our YouTube channel. Now what was pointed out here is that there was a new series that was posted entitled Pause. So there are 8 videos that were provided to help new students learn how to use Pause and how to navigate through it without any problems. There was a new upgrade to Pause, so we wanted to help our students to reduce any anxiety they may have. So we had these posted at the very beginning of the semester, so they will stay posted, and we will also periodically offer webinars that students can actually view the live demo of how to use Pause. I'm clicking on my left arrow to go back. Next, we're going to our resources page. So we're going to circulation services. And what I pointed out on this page is that under borrowing use agreement, we have now moved from only having 5 agreements to having 12. So with the addition of new colleges that are listed here, there are some restrictions that have come with it. So you must be mindful of the various categories that are listed, because when it comes to a category D, the libraries will allow our students and faculty to use their facilities, but they will not be able to check out any materials. So please look at the categories that are listed before you visit these other libraries. And please keep in mind that your Southwest ID must be presented. I am clicking on my left arrow to go back, and we're going back into our resources page, and now we're going to databases. On this page, we're starting out by going to electronic books. And a new collection that we have recently started is info-based ebooks. So I'm waiting for this to open up. We currently have 66 books in this particular collection, which you can view the books in a certain subject area. The first thing that I asked everyone to do was to change the view from 5 books to change it to 25 so that they will have more of a selection. I asked everyone to select a book by clicking on the title. And when the book opened up, I pointed out that they have a picture of the book along with some side navigations that they could use. And the table of contents is over to the right-hand side. I asked everyone to select a certain chapter to actually open it up, and they were able to view the entire book online. As you can see, you have 2 versions. You have a PDF version, or you could view the HTML version. There are tools that are available. You could even type in a certain term to see if the word appears and where it appears. You can change the view to make it larger or smaller. And then your navigations are provided so that you can go from one page to the other. You also have the ability to download chapters and pages, and citation information is available. So this is a collection that we expect to continue to grow, and this is info-based ebooks. Now, unfortunately, until we get this link set up, you will need to use your left arrow to go back instead of closing out, which will close out your browser. So now that I'm back at our listing of databases, the next place we went is to the category of encyclopedias, and we went to the World Book Online. And as you can see, I may be having just a bit of a slow response time, but it will open up in a moment. So this is the World Book Encyclopedia. So we had an opportunity to look at some of the advantages of using the online version rather than using the print version. And also we talked a little bit about using Wikipedia versus using the subscriptions that we actually have. So I'm just waiting for this to open up, and now I just want to maximize it. I pointed out that there were some research tools that were available, and also we have an ebook center that is available. So I asked everyone to perform a search. So we did, if I am typing in nutrition once again. And we talked a little bit about some of the advantages to using the electronic version versus the print version. And one of the advantages is that you will be able to view some videos that are here, and then there may be some hyperlinks that will allow you to go to other places. As you can see that you have the ability to email the article, you can translate the article, you can even hear someone reading the article aloud to you. And as I said, there may be hyperlinks that will allow you to go to other places. We went back to the home page, and then we went to the ebook center, and they were able to see that there were full text ebooks that were available for them to have access to. So this is the World Book Online. The next place that we went was to the category of exams, and we now have an upgrade to Learning Express. And Learning Express is a database that will allow you to access practice exams, tutorials, and ebooks. And once again, I'm having just a bit of a slow response, but I'm waiting for it to actually open up, and we will look at the new version of it. Now, anyone who had an account in the old version was asked to upgrade to the new version. Okay, so now that it's opening up, we will maximize our screen. And we have our different centers that are located here. So we just use our carousel, and I asked them to go to the College Center. And of course, you could always perform a search down near the bottom. But when we got to the College Center, I asked everyone to choose a certain center to open it up. And I am opening up Grammar and Writing Skills Review. So as you can see, I have grammar practice sets, grammar ebooks, and then there are tutorials that are here. So these are timed questions where students can help to enhance or improve their skills in various areas. And once they submit their exam, it will automatically be graded for them, along with a listing of tips that they can use to improve in case they perform they redo the test again. Everyone must register by creating their own unique username and password. I also pointed out that under other centers that students had the opportunity to go to popular software skills. And when we went to Master Microsoft Office, they were able to see that the new version of 2013 was actually available here. So these are videos that a person could watch in order to learn how to use the software. The last thing that I showed them was that under the Job and Career Accelerator, the students could come here and they could learn how to fill out a job application. They can create a resume, they could create a cover letter, and then they can actually search for jobs here. So this is a new upgrade that we are very happy with. I'm closing this out. And the next place we went was to the category of language and literature. And I showed them Artemis Literary Sources. Now, Artemis actually is combining several of our literature databases together into one source. So even though it is listed as a separately new resource, the newness is that it allows everyone to do the search of these resources together in one site instead of going into them individually. Once again, as you can see, I'm having a bit of a slow response time, so I'm thinking this must be something campus-wide instead of just with my computer. So I'm maximizing my screen, and I ask everyone to think of a literature topic and to perform a search. And I think I performed the search for Maya Angelou. So as I'm waiting for my results, of course, my results are appearing here to the right, but they had the ability to filter down by looking at just criticism, biographies, and so on. And as we continue to scroll down, they can limit this by typing in a search term or by subject or by names of works if they wanted to. And I pointed out that everything that is listed here is a full text article that is available. So they would just simply click on the link, and the full text is actually displayed for them. And they have the ability to listen to this or to download it as an MP3, along with translating it into other languages. There are citation tools that are available. They can download it to a USB drive, send it to their email, or they can send it to the printer. So this is a time saver because it combines these different resources into one source for them. So this is Artemis. I'm closing this out. And next we will venture down to the category of medicine. And under this category, I introduced them to Ovid, which is the LWW Nursing and Allied Health Professions Collection. So you will find that there are e-journals that are actually here. So we're waiting for Ovid to open up, and then I will show you how I showed them how to find certain full text journals. So with this source, it allows us to cancel some of the print versions that we actually have, because now people can access them remotely as long as they have access to the internet. And I'm sorry that I'm having this slow response time, but now I'm maximizing my screen. And what I asked them to do was to click on journals. Though there are other searches they can perform, but this is basically what I wanted to highlight. I wanted to highlight the allied health journals that were actually here. So we have 87 journals that are here, and of course they can narrow it down by a certain subject area. I asked them to scroll down to look for the AJN, which is the American Journal of Nursing. So we clicked on this link, and we will be able to see the issues that are actually available here over to the left hand side. And as you can see, we can go back to 1996 if we want to. And as you can see, the new versions are available here also. So if we wanted to look at this March version, we just simply click on the link. And we're waiting for the articles that appeared in that particular journal to display over to the right hand side. And so this is a listing of those articles. And if we wanted to look at one of them, we could just simply click on PDF full text, and it would display the full text of the articles for us. So these are e-journals that are now available for our faculty, staff, and students. And we're having just a bit of a slow response time, but it will actually appear. And as you can see, you have the ability to send it to your email or share it with someone else if you would like to. So this is Ovid. I'm closing this out. Next, we're going to the category of multimedia, and there are two new sources that are added here. And the first one is Films on Demand Nursing Video Collection. So this is a new collection that has been added to the Master Academic Collection, but we've actually pulled it out because we figured that it would be more useful for students to find this collection than having to go through all of the other videos in the Master Academic Collection. So now one good thing about the streaming medias that we have is that it is very helpful not only to the students but to faculty members. They are able to provide a direct URL to these videos if they would like to, and they can also embed them into their online classes. Now in this nursing video collection, I pointed out to them that there's 1,330 titles, and of course they can narrow this down over to the left hand side if they want to. But I asked everyone to select a video, and I should queue it up for them. So I will just select this one. And I pointed out to them that they can make it full screen by clicking here. That they could send this to their email or share it with someone else. It could be cited for them. I shared with the instructors that the direct URL was provided here, and all they needed was the proxy prefix so the students could view it off campus, and also that they could watch certain segments if they wanted to. So this is the nursing collection. Now I'm closing this out. And we have the Music Online Premiere. So for any music instructors, this resource is provided to help introduce our students to popular music, classical music, and then other contemporary musical styles that they may be studying at the time. So once again, we are waiting for it to open up. And I think I asked someone to give me a style of music that I actually performed a search for, and we just listened to a little bit of it. So I am maximizing my screen, And of course, you can go to a certain collection that is here, or you can perform a search. And I think I was given jazz, so I simply perform my search. I pointed out to faculty members that they could create their own playlist for their students if they wanted to and have it available for them. So I have my results provided. And then when I was ready, it's just simply a matter of you clicking here and we can actually play it. And I pointed out to them also that they have the ability to send this to their or download it to their mobile device if they wanted to. So keep in mind that this is for listening to musical selections. I'm closing this out. And the last thing is I just pointed out to them that all of our databases were available and that people could have access to them remotely by using their software's credentials. Now I'm clicking on the word library to go back. And next we went back into resources, and I just pointed out that under periodicals that they can find more e-journals that are provided on this particular page. I'm going back to the library's homepage. We talked a little bit about that the library now has the Dragon software. So this is a speech recognition software. So at our Bourne Bloom location, it is available on a laptop, whereas at the Union Avenue campus, it is available on a computer in a study room. So we asked them to please share that with their students. The last things that I pointed out to them was that we do have library liaisons. So their liaisons are set up to work with them and to help them to know about some of our new resources, some of the services that we can offer, and that we wanted them to try to learn who their liaisons were and that they could contact them or they could wait for the department head to share that information with them. But our liaisons are actually our librarians, so that includes myself, Francis Matthews, and Denise Fezemeyer, and we now have a new librarian who is Gloria Hayden. She will serve as a liaison, and also Carolyn Head, our executive director, works with a certain department also. I think that I have covered all that I shared with them on that day. I want you all to keep in mind that the library has a lot of resources. They are very underutilized, and we want you to start using our resources and to think about starting here first before you go other places. And we just want you to become our ambassadors and share this information with your students. And we just want our resources to be used so that our students can become very successful. So this is basically what I shared with them during my hour presentation. I hope that you find this to be helpful, and I hope that you will start using our resources more. Please keep in mind that you can always contact me by going to Ask a Librarian, or you can find me listed under About and at the staff directory. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation, and I hope that I will hear from you soon. Have a great day.